Fuck's sake, I've been just talking to myself for fucking ages. Okay, welcome everyone. We're getting ready to do our little gold sim over here. We'll just do a little one, and yeah, we'll get started. I'm just saying, GJ on the hourly time frame was quite a nice buy when it reflipped. However, the other time frames looked a little bit messy, so that is okay. Let me just take a look at gold before I finish. Oh shit, we're going. There's a 5-minute trend line break. Yeah, it's quite hard because it's right at the highest. Okay, beautiful. So yeah, looking like they're all pushing up now. Very, very nice. So I think a lot of people are eating today. So yeah, let me just invite my squad over here. Invite the squad. Let me just put this in. Right, okay. So the first thing that I do is I'm going to use a template. I have one here for September, but I'm just going to make a new one. So this is the one for September. We've nearly finished September. We're on the 24th, so we've got a couple more days left of that. So what I'm going to do over here is I'm going to go File, make a copy. I'm going to call it a copy of, wait, I'm just going to go December. The reason why I picked December, guys, is because I vaguely remember it being quite good, so, but we'll see, man. We'll see the scores. So if I just have this over here. Okay. Very, very nice. So if I just get this here. And this is software effects, okay? So yeah, people are going in here as well. Beautiful. So yeah, we're just going to go through the motions. I'm going to write down every single trade that we've took. And just see how they are, right? So I'm going to take trades that sometimes I might not take, just because we're going to, you know, backtesting is to see which ones work and which ones don't work, okay? So for me personally, because I've done this a lot of times, I know which ones not to take. But for you guys, the whole part of backtesting is going through the motions, right? So that's what we're going to do together, right? Make sure you drop a like before we start, and we'll get started in a couple more minutes. And we'll first just get to our side. So I start at always like 5 o'clock. I always start at like 5 o'clock, and then yeah, it's pretty good. I like it at 5. I think it's pretty good. And yeah, so we'll get through in a second. Please stream later for break the rates. Nah, I'll be doing that with the group, I think. So yeah, how many people got in here? 9:43. Okay. Let me just record on which one should
steroids.
I know it's flying. Manuel, what did you re-enter?
No, I had that previous enter from the previous trend line that I had marked.
Oh, okay.
I got an entry from there, and I was at break even. And then we entered. I closed my
new one,
that position there.
Yeah.
But I
You're the one.
Kept the runners, and then it came almost to my stop loss. I said, no, fuck you gold, I'm gonna leave. I went for breakfast, and now I came home, and this is just 60 pips up.
Happy days.
Happy days, man. Happy fucking
I wanted
days.
the retest. I just posted it in Telegram.
No, it did not give the retest. It just closed above again and just whoosh.
Would you have taken that, Manuel? Just take it on the close above? Or?
I think I would have taken it as it closed above, because we got the rejection on the 5 minute.
Right.
Yeah,
So I kept,
for me, I would have waited until that. Yeah, fuck. Oh well.
Yeah.
It's one of them things, man. If you got enough volume and you're happy with it, then just go for it, right? But that's the whole part of the Sims, right? We've got a couple times in September where it just did that as well. So you got to be comfortable. If the zone's big enough and the candles close very strong, then I don't see why not. But if it breaks the high, but yeah. Okay, so let's start this over here, guys. I'm gonna record on here.
Recording in progress.
And we're going to start, right? So this is 5 o'clock. Very, very simple, right? All we do is we start on the 5 minute and we just go down and we see what we can do, right? So the first thing over here is that I see a trend line from like here to here. Oh, 1 second. I'm just right. So the first thing you do, for me personally anyway, is we just draw a couple of lines, right? So here's one here. It's a good 5 minute trend line because it's not too steep. It's pretty nice. This one here may be a little bit too steep on the low of this one, and then this one won't attach to this one. Yeah, it's not too good, but we'll still have it on. For me, the buys, there's absolutely no buys, because why? Well, there's no trend line to break, apart from like you could do maybe this one, like there, but that's not really holding much, but it's still there, right? So all we're going to do is go through them bit by bit. When we get to a closure above or below, we look and see if there's anything there, and if not, then yeah, great. Okay. Okay, so we've got a closure above. Let's take a look at the 50-minute time frame. 50 minutes pushing up a little bit. Let's look at the 30 minute is pushing up, breaking the high of the previous. The hourly is also breaking the high of the previous. The 4 hour is going to be breaking the high of the previous, and the daily is going to be is bullish. Okay, so there's a lot of things over here. The only issue is that this trend line has been holding. It started at 3 o'clock and it's 5:15. It's the only issue. However, I'm still going to do the exact same things. It's a closure above. I'm going to get into a buy if we come and retest this level. So I'm going to have a buy limit, because the whole point of backtesting is just doing every single one and going through the motions and seeing which ones work and which ones don't. For me, this looks pretty good. I'm not going to lie. It looks pretty good because we've got a closure above. All of the other time frames are breaking the highs. And yeah, it looks nice. The only thing that I think with this one is that for runners, you don't really know where it's going to go because it's clean, right? It's kind of the same as what happened today. Okay. So let's go for this over here. I've got my buy limit there. Actually, should be a little bit higher, but I think it should be okay. And yeah. Okay, so tapped us in. Okay, breaking the highs. We are up now 5 pips. Let's just play this a little longer. Remember, I manage risk if the candle closes below. Okay, so me personally here, how far did we get up, right? We got to around about 6 pips. Okay, and for me personally here, one thing that I will start to think about, right, is that we've came to this wick. For me, if you look at purely on the 5-minute areas, this is the next resistance, and we've just tapped it. So for me, at that point, we've got to be a break even if it's small, right? It's the same kind of thing as yesterday. I think if you remember yesterday on stream, we were like a resistance, and we got into a buy. I know we did it, yesterday, and our NY session, though, you guys won't know. But yeah, when we get to that point here, when we come to that wick, you've got to be break even, because theoretically now this should run, okay? So for me here, let's go into the trade. So let's just do this. Go into the trade. Okay, stop loss to break even. Can I even do that? Oh, it hasn't even hit my buy limit. For fuck's sake. Why has it not hit it? Oh, it's because the spreads are huge. How do you put the spreads on again, guys? How do you make the spread small? It's when you start it, don't you? Fuck's sake. Right, okay, I'm gonna have to...
right to start.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna have to execute then. 1 second, we'll go back over here, squad. Okay, so you get the closure above. You come down. So all these will be buy limits, but here, because the spread's big, I'm going to have to manually execute. So there we go. Manually execute on the wick right now. Beautiful. As you can see, we continue up. Okay. Oh, and the spread's bad as well. Oh, man, I'm going to have to fix this. Fuck's sake. Because now, look, it's put me in. Look how high up it's put me in when I took that buy there. The fuck is this? Wait, look, watch. Look at that. Give me a 3 pip spread. Okay, 1 second, squad. I'm gonna have to fucking do something. Is there no way you can do it in here? Just in case, before I go, 1 second. Like being with a Wanda. It's like being on my Forex funds. Holy shit. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to do it again. Fuck's sake. Right, give me a sec, squad. Pain in the ass! Let me just load this up again. You guys can see how this works anyway, so you can see 1 second. So this is how you set it up. So you like download all the data. You go in gold. We'll do the same time again. This is actually good so you guys can see it. Go to December. You're gonna start on December. US dollars. You can just do 100,000. Beautiful. And then here, where is it? Where the fuck is it? Is it further on, Joe, or not?
You go on where it says spread and it says real variable. You click down on that.
There.
Click fit. Yeah.
I can just do 1 point. Was it 10?
Yeah, 10. I think that's 1
10.
pip.
10 is 1 pip, yeah.
Sports gold usually has 1 pip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see if this is better now, right? Let's take a look over here. This should, when I load it up, still have the other ones, hopefully. We'll see. 4 hour and daily. Also, if there's any like moves later on, guys, when we're doing this, make sure to tell me and I'll take a look. Because everything's filled right now. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful. So let me just change all these as well. Yeah, it's a bit of a ball ache to set up, guys. But when it gets done, it's good. But yeah, unfortunately, the spread there, a bit of a pain in the ass. It's all Gucci. Let me just put these all on again. I don't know how people could use those lines like that. Oh my god, painful. Okay. So yeah, that one looked like pretty decent, man. It was 0 drawdown, pretty much tapped us in, which is good to see. But I don't think it's gonna continue. But it's fine, right? It came to the first res. Let me just move this a little bit lower up here. Okay, beautiful. Okay, so let's get to it again. We'll go over here. Spread is nice now, beautiful. 10 lots. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. Let me just move this on here. Right, and then let's go to the first session again. 5 o'clock. Okay, beautiful. So we'll take that trade again, just so you guys can see. But yeah. We've got a nice little trend line here. 1 second. It was actually a little bit before, actually, wasn't it? Yeah, it was there. Okay, well, let's just get this one. You guys can see it. It would have been break even, right? So now what we do is we go and we write in the journal over here. This is the December. Let's just get rid of all this crap because it's a new month. Okay, all this crap. So then you can get data, and then now when it's, the music's too loud. Is there any music playing?
I guess you're in music.
There's no music. I was thinking, what the fuck?
There's no music.
The fuck? Okay, so it's the 1st of December, so the 1st. Okay, the time it was actually 4:55, so a little bit earlier, which we would not be up for there anyway. By here, break even, and we'll say that nice closure, nice bottom wick. 1 second. Nice closure, entered on trend line, came to next res. 1 second. Zone was too small, right? Because the zone was small. It was like 7 pips to that high, 6 pips to that high. Zone too small. Okay, beautiful. Let's go to the next one over here and continue. Right, so looking like we've rejected the highs now. As we said, we still had some bearish trend lines from the downside, so like one here, which obviously it's nowhere near right now. Also maybe a minor one there, but there's nothing much yet, and I still probably wouldn't use this one because if you take a sell there, you're right at the support. So we'll see though. I'll keep them on and let's just play, right? So look like we're going to blast off over here. Yeah, so we blast off. There's no 5-minute trend line we can take really up here because of the fact that there's no, there's no trend to take. Okay, so this is just launching. Okay, beautiful. This is 6 o'clock. This looks like news. Let's just skip this over here. So now, do not be just going now and going, oh yeah, you know what? I'm going to take a trend line from like, here to here. Like, no, it's not how it works, right? It's way too bullish. Just leave it alone. This is the only trend line I see for the sells, and right now you can see clearly we ain't looking good for the sells. So you leave it alone, right? Do not try and think of this too hard. It's very, very simple. Use your common sense to go, you know what? It's very, very bullish here. Okay, let's just skip all these candles. Okay, so we're coming down now, and yeah, we'll see what we can get over here. Okay, so we got a closure at 8:30 right below. Let's just take a look and see if this is held. Yeah, it has. It closed right on it. However, if it comes and makes a top wick, I don't really want to get in on the line. I kind of want to get in here with stop loss below, stop loss above. Now, the first thing you've got to do now is check what are the higher time frames looking at. Oh, is this reasonable? Okay, so the 50 minutes pushed all the way down, the 30 minutes pushed all the way down, the hourly has pushed all the way back down, the 4 hour closed bullish, this one's making a lower wick, the daily time frame is bullish. So for me personally, taking a sell right here probably isn't reasonable. Why is it not reasonable? Well, because we've missed the clean move, right? Now you're at this traffic. So for me personally, I probably wouldn't take this one, but as I said again and again and again, I'm going for every single one. Okay, because the whole point of backtesting is to get this. We've actually closed below resistance as well. TP1 would be at this support, probably down there. So yeah, what I'm going to do now is, because we're closed below, I'm not going to get in on the line. I'm probably going to get in when we continue back up over here and retest like at this level. Okay, so let's just go for a sell limit. Stop loss above. Going to get in like here. And continue back down to the lows. It should be like there, and then there. Let's just play this next candle. Okay, so puts us in. Very, very nice. Now we are in 10 pips profit, so stop loss to break even. Okay, stop loss to break even again. Now, am I going to take any positions yet? Well, let's just take a look, right? See, look at the 30-minute. The 30-minute looks good. It's made a top wick. It's breaking the low. The 15-minute is good. It's made a top wick. It's breaking the low. The hourly's pushing down strongly. The 4 hours bearish, okay? So for me personally here, this is a good example where you might want to hold this trade. However, if you also, you know, a bit cautious, let's take a look at how big your stops were. So your stops were quite beefy here. You could have actually had them there as well if you wanted. Some people would have had that. 6 pips and 19 pips. So yeah, taking it 10 pips is probably not the best. But let's just see. I think we could probably continue to at least there first, right? So let's just play this candle. And hit us out. Okay, so beautiful. It came to, you know, a minor support, but for me, a 10 pip takeaway there you could have got. But for me personally, you know, the stop was quite big, and I think we could have, you know, continued further. Let's just play these candles, see if it did. Yeah, it finally did, just not on the candle. Okay, so there we go. We go back on the session over here. We look and we got in here. Can you see in both examples, I've had 0 drawdown in pretty much all of them, which is nice to have, right? So this over here, let's just make this a little bit slower over here. Okay, this is the first as well. Yeah.
I would have been out there.
You would have what? Been out, taking profits. Yeah.
Yeah,
for sure. I mean, especially because I think it was all right to continue, but I mean, to be honest with you, I probably would have still taken the 10 pips if I'm honest. But you know, it's one of those things, right?
Yeah, it's one thing. For example, I've taken now. I think I have 4 days in a row or 3 days in a row with 100 pip stinker in gold.
Yeah.
And I do not feel a tiny bit bad that I did not leave the full position on.
Yeah.
Or half of the position on. Why? Because in every single time that I've back tested, most of the times it does not run 100 pips. It gives you 50, 60, 40, 30.
Yeah.
But the 10 pips is crucial. And if you secure the 10 pips, well, it's consistency. It's what it is.
Yeah. And to be honest with you, if that little support wasn't there, I would have held it, but there was. So, you know, what we've realized here, guys, especially if you're on YouTube, is that every time gold pushes, it just goes to the next support or next resistance, right? No matter where it is, it goes to there. And then obviously further is for the runner's job, but like you normally close at the first. Went to the first support and rejected. Okay, 0 drawdown. Okay, so pretty good. Let's continue. Okay, so let's continue this and we'll do some more. So yeah, now it's broken it now, we're coming down, so for me probably that's probably broken and we're gonna fuck around here. Okay, let me just take a look and see if there's any buys. This is too steep, I feel, but we'll see. Just play some more candles. Okay, actually it's alright, I think this is okay. So let me just get rid of this one here. So we've got 1, 2, we've got a closure above. Okay, very, very nice. For me personally, this looks good. Let's just take a look on the 15 and the 30. 15 is looking good. Rejected the lows now. The 30-minute, we've got 2 30-minute bullish closures. Sorry, bullish, you know, we've got 1 bullish closure, this one's, and then rejecting the lows again and pushing. The hourly time frame is coming back up, and the 4 hour is the one that looks good. Do you guys agree? Do you guys agree? The 4 hour looks good because it's got not much of a top wick. It's rejected the lows. Have already came up. The last 4 hour, can you see this previous 4 hour closed above support? So we really should fill this wick. Okay, so I predict here like this is gonna be good, right? Because you know if you make the low wick here, you're gonna get nice. This is gonna be good for runners, I feel. Okay, still have questions. Clean area, yeah. So let's get into a trade over here. Let's make sure this is right. Yeah, okay, beautiful. Now. I've sometimes missed a couple moves here because of my entry. So if you get in on the trend line, which for most times I do, you know, it's good. But for this one, I think I'm going to get in a little bit higher. Now, the reason is because if you get in the trend line here, it has to get past this wick there, it has to get past this wick here, and you may just miss it when it comes and pulls back here. I think the perfect way to take a buy here is probably there, on that wick, because it's retesting there. Stop loss below is going to be pretty nice, but you could go for the trend line as well. But for me, I've just seen recently that getting in like in these areas is much easier, much more advantage of getting in. So stop loss is going to be 24 pips, okay? So 24 pips, gain to the high is going to be about 100. So pretty happy with this, and I'm still going to go for it, okay? 24 pips is reasonable. And just to look over here, guys, can people draw and zoom where the first target would be? Just to show YouTube where the first target would be. Very self-explanatory. Yep. You see? Yeah, I think Manuel's is good there, but I do think the one's higher is still reasonable. I think it's going to get there quite nicely, right? So if you're just doing it plainly on the 5 minute, that's where I want to take positions. We'll see how far we're up here, because you might even be up 20 pips there. Yeah, so probably going to close on there anyway. But, you know, what I want to do in the sims is show you that it does just go to the next fives, okay? So when you get some confidence, you can really start to push these. Okay, so stop loss is going to be there. I'm going to get in. The entry's going to be, okay, buy limit. The TP is going to be up here. And I'm going to get in like on that wick, probably like there, okay? Because I'm happy with the stop there, okay? So let's take a look and see if we get in over here. Oh, no, no. Wait. But before, guys, let's just take a look over here. It went to 1781.016, and we would have got in. Yeah, so it's less than 1 pip. So your spreads probably would have put you in, or you would have executed manually. So I shouldn't have changed the spreads. Let's just go for this, because I think it's close, right? Oh fuck, right? Okay, let me just modify this, right? Because we're pretty close, right? And I think your spreads may put you in anyway. And some people would be in there, right? So let's just put it a little bit higher, right, like that. Okay. But yeah, you may have missed this, you may not have. But let's just see that we get in, right? So it puts us. No, still doesn't put us in. Oh my fucking god! Holy shit! 1 second. Oh my god! Right, let me just take a fucking buy. Jesus Christ! 1 second. Right. I'm just gonna take a buy here. It's too quick. But you know what I mean, guys, right? Okay, so TP will be up there. Okay, you're gonna enter. Well, I would be there, but okay, let's just see I get in here, right? Beautiful. Stop loss below, etc. Right, I would have got in here there, guys, right? And your spreads might have put you in if your tap was there, okay? Beautiful. So let's see over here. You can see that the first 5 minute does push, so you would have taken 0 drawdown, okay? And as I said, when you're managing risk, all you got to do to manage risk is if the 5 minute closes below there, get out of the trend line. If it closes below the trend line, you're fucked, okay? Let's just skip this candle. Okay, 5 minute close bullish. If you got in at the entry that we wanted to, like right around here, you'd be up 14 pips. So probably break even there. If you got in on the flip here, I wouldn't yet. Okay, let's just play this next candle. Okay, breaking the highs. The reason why I'm not really asked about putting this to break even yet is because of the fact the zone's nice. If this was resistance right here, I'd have fucking put stop loss to break even. But I'm all right now. If you got in on the lower entry here, break even. Okay? So let's just play this candle. Here we go. We're starting to push over here. Okay, so now we're starting to come to Manuel's first TP here. If you got in on the flip here, you'd be up 20 pips. So beautiful. Let me just skip the next candle, see if you get to the next zone. Okay, and there we go. So there's the first kind of level. This wick actually pretty much tapped this level, so beautiful. So for me here, this is closing at TP1, and you'll be up. If you got in on the flip here, you'll be up, well, 35 pips tap into the left. If you got in on the wick here, you'd be up, 37 pips. So you can see you can really hold this on very, very nicely. Obviously, you came to break even here, so Manuel's is perfect. Can you see the first TP, which was also a 1-to-1. Okay, and then you could have maybe done TP2 there at 35 pips. Okay, beautiful. So let's just close some positions over here. For me personally, I think this is good. I think there's still a lot of volume, and I actually think we're going to continue. So I'm just going to close 70% here, but take the risk off the table, stop us to break even, etc., and then continue. Right. So let's just see what the next score is. Okay, so here This is very, very close to the next TP. The next TP is probably here. Actually, no, it touched it here. Yeah. Okay, so can you see that this is support? This is resistance. If you drew a line like this, it's pretty much tapped it. So this, you've got to take positions off again. Okay, doesn't have to be accurate. Just when it comes in that vicinity, I'd say when it starts to come in the vicinity of like this is your next, this is your next level to take positions off. Okay, so there we go. This is TP2, and this is why we say a lot of them do run. So here, like 45 pips. Close in some more. Let me just get that. Yeah, let's just close it here. Beautiful.
How does a 4-hour look? Well, not much.
Let's take a look.
Oh. You have that wick to fill.
Yep.
And if it fills that wick, it will be above the next resistance, and then you have another wick to fill, which is a clean area to your left side, and another clean area to your left side.
Yep. Yeah. So it's very promising, right?
Yeah, this could be a very nice runner.
Yeah. So actually, I'm just gonna modify my position just in case it hits my TP. Oh, I hate when it does this. One sec. I don't know why it just lags. There we go. I'm gonna put it a little bit higher up just to see. Right. And as I said, I'm gonna close 50% more over here. You can do whatever you want with these runners. It's all down to you, right? And as you get good at this and you start doing this a long time, you'll start to realize and see things and go, you know what? I've seen this happen a lot of times, and this one runs, so now I'm just gonna hold on the whole position. Okay, let's just see if you get to the next zone. Not there yet. Okay, this wick, did it tap it? Yeah. Okay, so here's the next one. Taps it there. Beautiful. So for me here, this is the next tap. So can you see over here, all I'm looking at for TPs is the next res. This is the first one. This is the second one. This is the third one. And yeah, you guessed it, this is the fourth one. Okay, so if you just keep them in like that, it's pretty simple to find your TPs. Okay, so there we go. I'm going to close whatever you want. We'll close another 50%, whatever you want, right? It's just down to you. Okay, let's just do some more, see if this continues. And it starts to not continue. So yeah, like let's take a look here, take a look at the higher time frames now. Hourlies are struggling, 30 minutes are rejecting. So this is when you maybe want to just close out your full runner. Okay, because we really should have probably continued here. I think if it comes anything lower than that, I'm going to take it off. Yeah, I'm going to take it off. Because all you're trying to do, remember, a runner is all you're trying to do is maximize the profits, right? So for me, let's take a look. So would have worked out quite nicely. Now, so can you see over here? I also say for people, can you see? Look, right? I don't like doing this 5-minute trend line after 1 o'clock or 1:30. Can you see why? So this is when we finish. Oh shit! 1 second. Let me just close that again. This is when we finish. Now look at the price action after this. Look at that. It's garbage. I don't like it. Doesn't mean it can't move a lot. So the 30-minute and the hourlies, look, it's moved 80, 90 pips, amazing. However, it's way too rangy. Okay, so that's why I say the cut-off point is around about 1 o'clock. Even though yesterday there was a bloody fire-ass trade at 1:25. But anyway, it was so nice. Let's just go to the next day over here. So can you see? 1 second. Let me just write this on as well. Oh shit! And when did I take that last trade? 1 second. Here at 9:30. Is it 9:30? Yeah, 9:30. Okay. And it ran. Let's see how far it actually ran in total. 110 pips. So can you see how we're getting this data? And we're starting to go. You know what? The win rate isn't bad, right? The win rate isn't bad, and the runners kind of run.
Yeah.
Went 10 pips. Hit every 5-minute res for TPs. Hit every 5-minute res to take partials. Okay, it was very, very nice. Nice solid closure, nice wick back down. You might have missed that one because the low wick wasn't that there, but you know, some people would have just manually executed that, I know for a fact. So there you go. So the next day over here, okay, let's take a look. For me personally, there was a trend line from here to like there. Oh shit. Actually, this is on the 30-minute. Sorry, 1 second. Let's just get down. I thought it was the 5. I was like, oh my god, I missed a trade. Okay, so 5-minute time frame. Yeah, it's a little harder, right? There's one down here, like from there to there, which has already been done. Okay, That's the only one for sells. I think here it's too tight. It's too nasty. It's pretty much straight. I don't really like that too much. Let's take a look here. Yeah, it's completely all the way up there. There's nothing there. So yeah, it doesn't look like there's much this morning. Take a look at the buys. Okay, the buys personally for me, there's one maybe there, from there to there. Okay, is there any hounds higher up? And there to there.
Yeah.
I think they're the only ones. Okay, so it looks a bit confusing, but you know, you get used to it. Just do the ones that have held a long time and they've got a good, nice gradient, right? If they're not there and they're hard to take, they're probably not good enough, right? Okay, so we're coming up over here, going back down, breaking down. This is 6 a.m. Okay, so it's nowhere near our trend line, so we don't really care. Now it is. Okay, so closed above. However, there's a couple things that are annoying with this one. First thing, you're looking to take a buy, maybe because it's broken this trend line. First thing is that the zone to the next resistance is here, which is 4 pips away. That's the first boo-boo. Okay. Second thing, let's take a look at the higher time frames. Higher time frames look good. I think they're okay. The 4 hours doesn't have a top wick. The daily is bare. Last one closed bullish. This one's making a lower wick to then maybe flip and continue bullish. The 4 hour looks good to make the top wick at least. So that's good. The hourly is going to be breaking the previous hourly highs. Can you see here? It's going to break the hourly highs. That's a good confirmation. The 30-minute and it's breaking the high of the previous as well, and the 50-minute is continuing. Okay, so it actually doesn't look that bad. So as I said, I'm still going to take every single one of these, just to get a glimpse of what we can take. And yeah, so for me, I'm going to get in on the trend line. Why is the trend line in this case decent? Well, I feel probably price is going to maybe tap here, and as you can see, that's pretty much where my trend line is. So pretty happy. But in this case here, because the zone to the next res is a little bit short, I may leave this one. But we'll see. This is the whole part of doing this.
Yeah, personally, I would wait another candle.
Another candle. Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Of this here.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's right on it.
Exactly on that area.
Yeah.
So I would wait another candle to close, and it could close maybe on this area a little bit above that. And then you would have a little bit more confluence that it should go up.
Yeah, for sure.
Personally, for me, I think I would wait.
Yep. It's good that we all agree like that as well. When it's like not the best, you can kind of just leave it. Just take a look. Yeah. Okay, is that wicked me in? Now it has. Okay, if this closes below, I'm gonna get out. It closed below, so I should really get out. Okay, so let's just go back here. I'm gonna get out at a negative 1.5 pips. Okay, so can you see already me, Manuel, the people who've been doing this for a while, didn't like this one because of the fact the zone's too small. It's not there yet, right? If this closed a little bit higher up and then made a low wick, then I would be happy, but the resistance for me is right there. It's not enough. But even if you took it and you're realizing that this is probably a bad idea, look, if you just close now, I've just lost 1 pip. Okay, so then we go over here. So you start to get, with the back testing, you can start to get where trades are working and trades are not working. For me here, you can see pretty obviously in the past trades that the good trades work when the zones are big. Okay, when the zones are big, because you can see that this setup here looked pretty similar to the one before, and with the buys in the morning because it rejected the lows. The only difference was this zone was too small. Entered on trend line, closed full at minus 1.5 pips as 5 closed below. Okay, 5 closed below. What is the reason for this? Well, for me, the zone was too small. Only what was it, 5 pips or something?
Yeah, 4 pips.
4 pips, yeah. So there you go. So now you can start to get a bit of data over here and go, you know what, this is making sense now. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, so price came back up, very, very nice. It's also just tapped the trend line again. So this, I feeling this is probably going to go now, but let's just see. Nope. Okay, beautiful. But for me here, there's no other entries. Why? Well, because this is another thing as well, right? So maybe you might have taken this trade, got a break even, and now it's coming up, and you're going, right, the trend line, if it comes and taps the trend line now, then we're going to continue bullish, okay? Now, the issue you have here, and I always say this to people, right, is, I mean, you could have just tapped it then, but you still would have got a break even or lost it. If it's already hit your TP1, which in this case, you know, TP1 is just the next res, right? If it's already hit it with the move here and it's coming back to your entry here, you're in a risky situation because it's already just tapped it and rejected. Okay, so if it's already moved up, don't take this thing, because some of the lads take the retest back on the channel, but if it's already got to TP1, it's going to be a bad idea. Okay, so beautiful.
And not only that, Max, is that you kept that the trend line, the
previous one,
line.
This one, yeah.
And you see that the candle that I wanted to break above that small resistance did not break above the trend line.
Yeah.
So it shows you once again that it is not maybe ready to continue up. So having a buy at the trend line would be a little bit riskier. Why? Because we did not close above. If we had closed above, then the probability to continue would be higher. Why? Because you closed above the resistance and you closed above the trend line. So you closed above this area here, and you closed above this. So it would give you a higher confidence to enter a trade.
For sure. I totally agree. So now over here, I think this is not really respecting the ascendant one. Well, it is, but it's not, exactly when you take a trade, so we can just get rid of this. And this for me now is what we're working on. I think this higher one. It's only 7 o'clock, which is okay. And let's just skip over here. Oh, 1 second. Let me just go back over here. We may have had one over here. 1 sec. So can you see that now we've held this one since 5:45. It's 7:05 now. So this has actually been holding quite nicely. Let me just write this on. Yeah, so let's just see over here. This is a small one, but it's still there. It's still valid. It's still held on. It's got 3 taps as well, and this one's pretty much tapped it as well. So it's a very deep trend, and we get a closure below. Okay, if this makes a top wick and breaks, but the first thing you got to do is check the higher time frames. 50 minutes broken the previous 50 minute. The 30 minute is rejecting the highs. It's rejecting this level. Okay, the hourly time frame is bearish, but still the last one closed bullish. The 4 hour still has no top wick, but as I say again, I'm taking every single one because that's the whole point of backtesting. Stop loss is going to be above. I could probably put it here if I wanted. Yeah, I'm going to get in on the trend line, which is probably like here. It's actually, I'm going to get in here a little bit lower than the trend line. Why? Well, because if you look to the left here, can you see there's a support? It's a perfect way for it to come back to. TP is going to be down probably here. Okay, to fill this zone up for 22 pips. Okay, let's play this candle. Okay, don't think it taps us in. Might have tapped you. Might have tapped you in again. Let's take a look. Yeah, it's because I've put my thing on way too. I should have put on like 2 pips because that's where everyone else is, or 1.4. Because that one there was 0.4 of a pip. So that's definitely got you in. Okay, so let's just go through this again. Fuck's sake, why does it keep on doing it? It's so annoying. Right, so up. I'm just going to take the sell now. Okay, stop loss above. TP down here. Okay, let's see, right? So we push down. The first TP is probably going to be around here because this is the support. How far is this? This is, yeah, it's 10 pips. Okay, so this is the first TP here. Okay, let's just see it push. Okay, so for me now, like here, stop loss to break even, right? We want the drive. We don't really need to be in this drawdown. If it comes back to your entry, it's not looking good, brother. It should push down now, right? So stop loss to break even. And let's see if we can continue down to TP1, which is here. No. Okay. No, it did. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, that's the next one. And this is 7 o'clock now, right? So let's just wait on a little bit longer now. For me here, it's looking... Oh, I can leave that one on, actually. But the cells are pretty much done over here. For me... Let's put this one back on later on, because I think this may be useful later on. And yeah. Okay, so let's just do a little bit more over here. There's no cells, as we said, to the left hand side. It's just, there's nothing here in the vicinity, so, it's nothing. Okay, looking like we're dropping, blah, 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 blah. And this is 10 o'clock. 1 second. Let me just see something here. So, 10 o'clock. Is this too steep, though? 1 second. This might be too steep. 1 sec. Yeah, it's too steep, I think. And for me, it's way too bearish. Look, can you see? So don't be taking these trades where you just get a little closure on a very short-term trend line. When the daily looks like this, the 4-hour looks like this. You know, it's not reasonable for me personally. Let's see if it does work though. It does work, but for me, it's nothing I want. Okay, so I'm just gonna wait a little bit longer over here. Towards this next trend line. Didn't hit it. And now, you know, another thing here, we're at res. So there's nothing really here. Let's just skip a little bit more over here. Don't know if there's going to be anything more that I want today. Because of the fact this trend line is not getting respected, this one here. Okay, and yeah. We're too steep. Can you see how steep we are? We're not like trending nicely, so it's very, very hard to take trades. Yeah, look, we're just going to rock it. Okay, beautiful. So that's the end of this day. Very, very nice. Going to the next one. Friday. Okay, very, very simple. Same thing again. Get to the start of the day. This is 5 o'clock. The good thing about 5 o'clock and that is that it normally has a really nice trend that it's holding. It's normally relaxed before London. That's this one here. For me here, how long has that lasted on for? Yeah, 3 AM. That's enough. Okay. This is actually okay, but this one actually would have been okay, but it's too early. I'm not getting up that early. This is a trend line, closed below, made a top wick, didn't hit, and yeah, retested it, but the support is right there as well. The zone's too small, so that's not really valid right now. See if there's one lower down. Yeah, that's a valid one. Okay, so very, very nice. Just go through the motions again. Closed right on it. Sorry, not right on it. 1 second. Let's just do this. It wasn't really yeah, and the price action doesn't look good, eh? There, this is it. Sorry, it wasn't on it properly. So wick there, 2 touches. You just gotta wait for closure. Okay, beautiful. Nice, strong closure. Okay, 50-minute close bullish, 30-minute close bullish. Hopefully we can get in on this lower wick. Can have a buy limit here. Stop TP is going to be all the way up there. I can't be asked to look for the TPs because the 5-minute time frame has none. So, and stop loss is going to be below there. I'm going to try and get in probably a little bit earlier, probably like there, because that's where I expect price to retest to. Not my trend line. My trend line is very, very far away. But let's just see. Good thing about backtesting is all you're doing is practicing. Okay, so broke the high and continue at TP1. So that's me deleting. I couldn't get that one, unfortunately. Okay, so sometimes you do miss them, right? Because you just can't get the entry you want. Okay, this is looking like it's probably going to blast off over here. Very, very nice. Okay, let me just do another one over here. This one's been holding nicely as well, but it's pretty much the same as this, yeah. Okay, so I might just wait for the bigger one. I'm not gonna lie. Let's take a look. Yeah, it's tapped it as well. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna wait for this bigger one because look at this. 1, 2, 3 touches now. If this gets a closure, we're gonna be good. Okay, so it's respecting it again, which is good. This is good. So if we break this line, man, we're gone. Oh yes. Okay. So we've got a 5-minute bearish closure. 50 minutes bearish, rejected the highs. 30 minutes pushing down. The hourly has no top wick, but there's 50 minutes left and it's like 40-50 pips away. The 4 hours flip bearish and the daily could be flipping bearish. The daily also closed below. So happy with this one again. We'll see what we can do over here. So buy, it's gonna be a sell limit. Where am I gonna get in? Well, my stop loss is probably gonna be there. Actually, so that's a 6 pip stop there. I'm gonna give it a bit more room here, probably like 14. But that 6 pip is still valid, right? Gonna get in right around like these areas here. TP, well, TP1 is going to be down there for like 10 pips. TP2 is going to be there for 25. TP3 is going to be there for like 45. Okay, bosh. Okay, does it tap me in? Okay, it's tapped us in now. Okay, so looking okay. The 5-minute closed bullish, which is a little bit annoying. However, we didn't close above the trend line. Okay, it's breaking the low. and now we're coming towards TP1. Okay, beautiful. So if this candle here, this one closed like that, out. Okay, out straight away. Every time we close above the trend line, if you're trying to take sell, or below the trend line if you take a buy, it doesn't work, right? Pretty much. Okay, so there's no point. So beautiful. Now stop loss to break even. How much am I up by now? 9 pips, coming towards that support. Theoretically, I'm probably just going to close here 70-80%, because even though I'm at 9 pips, I don't really care too much about this 9-10 pip rule, okay, because I'm at support. Okay, let's take a look. Then I'm just going to close 70% and hope that we can continue further. Looking like we may. And oof, we came all the way down to 19 pips. Okay, 19 pips. It looks like maybe a bit of news over here has just pushed it. Okay, like taking candy from a baby. Okay, beautiful, man. So I mean, theoretically, right, you're really not, you're probably, when this pushes down, especially like this, you're probably still going to close some, right? Because look, you're up 17 pips now. There's a resistance there. That's probably the next one. So you probably would close more here. But I'm just doing it based on what I think, and I think it should have came down further. Okay, so there we go. Came back to entry. Beautiful. So let's just continue over here. This is 7 o'clock now. I don't really see much anymore because we've done this trend line stuff, amazing stuff, and let's just continue. Okay, looking like very bad price action here, very bad price action. Please reject that. Oh yes, okay. Let me just play this candle here. Let me just get rid of all this. Like this, like this. This is the high, this is the low. Okay, we just got a closure on, which is, I mean, it's okay, but it's not the best. But as I say, it's closure on, so I'm still probably going to try and take this just because I want to show you guys. Let me actually, on the last trade over here, we took it at 6:45. Let me just write this on. Okay, this is on the 3rd, so I think this was the 2nd. This is the 3rd. Oh, sorry, no. This is the 2nd and this is the 2nd. Okay, this is the 3rd. 6:45. So you can see 6:45. Can you see why I'm getting up a little bit earlier now? This is why, okay? This is why. So, went to TP1 and 19 pips, came back to break even after, and that's pretty much it. Higher time frames rejection it was. Okay, so just make little scribble notes of the trades, and then yeah, so we can move on. So yeah, right, this 5 minute, as I say, I'm just going to take every single one. For me personally, would I take this one? Let's take a look. 15's bullish, breaking the high of the previous. 30 minutes just closed bullish. The hourly just closed bearish with no top wick. Interesting. 4 hours still has no top wick, so it looks good. The only thing that I say about this one is probably the hourly hasn't, it's just the hourly, and from backtesting we know hourly focuses quite hard. You guys agree?
Yeah.
So I wouldn't take this. I'd wait for another 5 minute candle because you're right there, and also you need to make the low wick for the hourly. But I'm still going to take it just to show you guys, you know, what you'd be doing back testing. You'll go, you know what, 5 minutes hourly candles don't work. Okay, so I'm going to have a buy. Stop loss is going to be so TP is going to be up here. I'm going to get in on the, sorry, stop loss is going to be probably down there, and entry I'm probably going to enter like there. Pretty much there, pretty much at the open, right? Let's just see. Okay, executes me in. Okay, can you see why there's so much volume? Okay, so us as a group, we know why we wouldn't take this one. And all we're doing really is look at the hourly. We're making the hourly lower wick. And the hourly lower wick can be rather aggressive. Okay, so this is why we wouldn't be taking it, but let's just see. If it closes above, we'd still keep it on. And out. Okay, so can you see? So now what you do is you go in your backtesting software or whatever you've got, so spreadsheets, and you go over here. Okay, this is the 3rd at 9 AM. You took a buy closed on trend line, not above. Also hourly open making bottom wick. Okay, so now you can start to get data to go, you know what, if it's an hourly open, I ain't fucking taking it. Or if it's a closure on, I'm not taking any closure above. Okay, so you can see, you can start to make these little things to make it much better, right, to take the trades. So for me now, this is not really respected. That one might be later on, but we'll see, right? Looking like we're dropping down over here. Let me just see for a sell, actually, 1 second. I might have missed out on a sell over here. 1 sec. This is very, very short, though. I don't think I would have taken this as well. Yeah, it would work out, but for me, this is held at 8 o'clock and it's only 9. It's only been holding for an hour. But can you see it would have worked? Getting in on the trend line and gone. But for me, also it closed here. It closed right at support. So yeah, that's not one for us. Okay, let's just continue further. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Big stinking bruiser. Bullish closure. Okay. So now perfect, we've got a bullish closure again. This is at 10 o'clock again, so this is also scary again. However, the difference now that you have with this 1 hour making a bottom wick is that you want to get in here, right? Because price is broken from this res. If price can come there, tap this zone and then continue, that could be the low wick of the hourly, and then you're going to get a fucking stinking move. So let's just go for it again. So maybe, you know, if this does work out, we'll see, but well, you know, I'll show you what we could write about it. So okay, it's closed above. I'm going to get in. Stop loss is going to be down like here. I'm going to get in when we come retrace. TP's up there. I'm going to get in probably right around here when we tap that wick. We could go further down, but I think here is reasonable, right? Because that's where I want it to come to. Why does that make logical sense as well? Resistance, support. Okay, so it wants to tap anywhere, it's going to tap there, right? Beautiful. Let's play. Okay, coming down. Let me just get this a little bit more over here, like that. Okay, so it's coming down. Okay, can you see what we're doing again? Making the hourly lower wick. So you got to see, you know, it's scary. The good thing is now actually you got 30-minute support below, but it's still very, very scary. So what you can do is wait for the hourly open in one candle and then see the score. Okay, so I've been executed into a trade over here. People in YouTube, am I going to hold a trade on right now? Someone tell me, am I going to hold a trade on or not? Or people in Zoom as well, am I going to hold a trade on or not?
Yes.
Yeah, you're going to hold a trade on, aren't you? You're going to hold a trade on. Why? Well, because we haven't closed below the trend line. Okay. Very nice. Let's just play this out over here. So look, take a little bit of a drawdown, but look at that. And this is what you want to see. This is... oh, mate, this is going to be a rocket. Yes. So there you go. Beautiful. We've tapped it. We've retraced it. So, for example, a lot of people here, okay, and I think Sashin will do this quite a lot, right? Sashin will not get here, okay, like what we just did. What you'll do is you'll wait for this closure, this one here, realize that it's tapped the line and hasn't closed below. When this candle makes the lower wick again and then reflips, he's going to take a buy there on the flip. Yeah, so that's another way to get in a little bit more aggressively later on. Sorry, not aggressively, in actually a better situation, because you don't have to take this worrying hourly low. Okay, so now look, can you see in the hourly time frame what we've done now? The hourly's made the lower wick. We're going to be breaking the highs. This could be quite a nice runner. Okay, so personally here we're going to come up to TP1, which is, yeah, 15 pips. We're pretty much there. Okay, so here, this is TP1. I'm going to hit it right at the res, at the body of the candles. I'm going to take off 70%. I'm going to take off 70 and not 80 because I feel that this is a very, very good entry and we may be able to hold this on for quite a long time. So what I'm saying is, like, here, when you start to get used to like getting into these moves and like getting in really low for buys or really high for sells, you can, you know, hold them on for quite a lot. So yeah, would be a lot of dollars in the jar if entry would have been missed. So there we go, closed 60%. Let's see if we can continue. Where would the next resistance be of taking positions off? For me personally, it's probably going to be somewhere there. 1771. Could be a little bit higher, 1771.7. Probably there, right? Because for me personally here, right, this is resistance here. This is support here, this is support here, this is support here, this is, you know, so this I think is probably the best area. So let's see if we can get there, right? Hope it can, to show you guys how much it runs. Run, bitch! Okay, there we go. Beautiful. There we go. So there we go. Let me just play this candle and take it exactly where we'd want it to when this pushes. Right there, okay? So now, you've got, you know, so for example here, you could have potentially have held on the whole thing, okay? And this is now why we're starting to get good. We're starting to like this, because when we backtest this, we go, well, the win rate's not bad, and when we start managing trades, our losers are very small, and our winners, when they start running, are running pretty good. And can you see the language I was saying there, right? It literally, you know, you probably go, fucking hell, Max, it looks like you've got like gold on your right hand side. You know, you know that it's going to move this time, but it's because of the way the candles are formed and the zones, the big zones, okay? And when you get that data, you can be confident to maybe hold on. So it could be like it could be, for example, the end of the week, right? You're already up 5-6% because you've taken these nice 10 pip, 12 pip trades, and you're like, you know what, this is a good entry. I might just try and hold this on over here and try and get my 50-60 pips. And that's when the ball changes. That's when you get to the Raj and Ted level, because you're just taking so much money, and that's what we've been working on, man. So yeah, let's just close. Well, you can do whatever you want. I'll just close 50% again. But as I say, so you closed Summit 16, Summit 36, and let's see, right? Stop loss was 8. So you can see the risk to rewards are not too bad either. Right, let's play this next candle over here. Okay, straight to TP3, pretty much there. It's also closed as well, so it's probably perfect time. That's pretty much hit it as well, so let's just close another 50 off. Beautiful work. Let's see how far we can go. This is 12 o'clock now. Oof. So I think for me personally here, right, this was looking good. And actually, to be honest with you, this is came to the next res. Sorry, I was looking at this one, but actually we took our next position off here. The next res is here. So there we go. Take some more off. So now you are up 66 pips. Okay, so let's just close another off, whatever you fancy. You know, it's all down to you and your personal, how much you want to take. And then obviously you can see here, if this candle closes like this, we've really rejected, man. And if you take a look at the 15 and the 30, yeah, we're rejecting pretty hard. So I'd probably just close the rest there, just to get the rest of the money, right? Let's just do it. Okay, and then look, can you see why we stopped doing this after 1 o'clock? So look, this is 1 o'clock. I say stop doing the trend line now, and look at this. So this is why I normally say after 1 o'clock, just be a little bit cautious. I don't say it because I'm a dickhead and I'm not wanting you to take a trade. It's because from price action backtesting, it's ass. Gonna get some cold and oh, Joey boy, feeling ill. Don't you move your stop loss as the TP progresses? No, not in gold. Do not trail your stops unless, like, for example, here, when you came up to the highs and we rejected so hard, it's coming towards 1 o'clock. You can, but try not to trail. What we realized from trailing is that you trail too aggressively and it gets hit out, and then it runs 100 pips, and you only secured like 10, 15, 20 from your runner. There's no point. Just let it run because you got such a nice entry. You know, that is such a perfect entry if you think about it in terms of trading, right? Because you're so low. Like, you know, this is when they first made the support. You're fucking like 30 pips away from it there, not 20 pips away from it. You got so much zone, and when it pushes again, you know, you're like, wow, I'm fucking miles away. So that's why it's good. Okay, so we started on Wednesday. It's Friday, and we're up 4.75%. And yeah, so let me just mark this up. We took this at 10 o'clock. If you guys have any questions in YouTube, make sure to ask me. This is what it's for, right? It's actually 10 o'clock. But remember, this time, the difference between this time and getting in was we, the trend line was so much lower so that we could make the lower wick. But you could have just waited for that 5 minutes to close. Hourly open, but trend line was much further down to accommodate the hourly lower wick, so it wasn't bad. Let's just take a look here. So let's take a look. TP 1, 2, 3, and fucking 4 hit. Ran in total like 67 pips. Okay, very, very nice. Very, very nice. Beautiful. There we go. So overall, we've taken 2 break even. It did get 10 pips in this one, so you could have closed. This one went 10 pips, and closed at minus 1.5 pips, closed at 19 pips, closed on time frame now above also hourly up. Yeah, that one we lost, but we wouldn't have taken anyway because it's the start of the hourly and the entry was ass, and here ran. So pretty much, well, if you count this one, then yeah, it's like 4 or 5 wins and 1 loss. So good win rate as well. Okay, is this video staying up? Yep. Oh yes. Okay, let's do the next day over here. Next week, actually, it is. Yeah. So let's take a look again. Exactly the same. The good thing is you just come here, just go right. Okay, there's a trend line here. That's what I see. There's a minor one there, but I wouldn't really want to use it unless it's a very nice closure and it looks decent. Sells, or for me, there's probably one like there. But for me, it's not steep enough. It's like it's just a little bit, yeah, and it's kind of, yeah, I don't really like it. Also, let's take a look at that lower below. Yeah, actually, let me just put this one here. 1 second. That closed below, made a top wick and worked. That was pretty decent. But yeah, I don't really like the sells now. Coming towards like the support here, it's not the nicest for the sells. But the buys look good because the lines are pretty nice, right? So let's go for this again. So, okay. Price hasn't really respected this one, so I'm not really too happy about it unless this closes very strongly bullish the next one. Nope. Not taking it. Not taking it, so I'm going to wait for the higher one up here. Because this one here hasn't respected. It didn't close strongly above. Well, it has respected it, sorry, but it didn't close strongly above. This one then rejects the lows, continues bullish, but doesn't close above again, and it's just not nice. This is not really respected for me personally. So I got to delete this one now. And it's also a low one anyway, so I'd rather have this big one. Look at this. Oh, mate. Okay. So can you see over here why I like this now? 1, 2, 3, 4. If this breaks, good shit. It's a little minor one here just before I take a look. Would this have held? Not really, no. It's just shit. Okay, too small as well. Oh. Okay. I hate it when it closes fucking right on it, but as I said, this is backtesting, right? You just go through the motions. Go through the motions. Okay, so we've closed above, like it actually has closed above, it's just not very nice. Am I gonna get in on the trend line in this example or not? It's 10 minutes past 6. Am I gonna get in on the trend line here, or is there another place that's maybe a little bit better?
It's
Break above.
Break above? Nah, I never like getting on the break above. To be honest with you, I always like getting lower because it's just a little. It just makes you getting it a better time. Where do you think, Manuel? I can see it. Can you not see it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would enter. I would, if it's closed like that, I would wait for a lower wick.
Yep.
Here.
Yep.
And then it stops there.
Yeah, I think for me personally, I would get in here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Beautiful. Okay. Because why? Well, we've broken above, right? We know price likes to retest areas before it continues. If you also look at this retest area here, can you see? If you look to the left, this is pretty much support. So it's a great area to tap into. Okay, so that's perfect for me. Okay, so let's just do this again. Buy limit. Stop loss below the previous. TP all the way up here. I'm gonna get in like around there. I'm not really too asked, to be honest, as long as I get As long as I get hit in, I just don't want to not get hit in. I hate not getting hit in. It's fucking annoying. Okay. So this one, the only issue right now is that we've already came to the first res, which is rather annoying. Yeah. Let's just see over here. Yeah, so I think for me I probably would have deleted it, but let's just see, right? Let's look at the 15. Man, the 15 still looks good. The 30-minute looks good. Look at the 30-minute, man. So I don't think I would take this one, guys, because why? Well, we've already came to the res here. Can you see? So let's just delete this. Okay. Because what I'm also thinking is if this rejects, then I've got a 1-2 line and I can tap on that one. But let's just see this candle closure. Oh, very, very nice. Let's play this next candle. I think this is gonna rinse. Okay, so no, this is good, right? So now what I gotta wait for now is the next one. So can you see, guys, I didn't get in there because we already pushed up and we already came to the first res. If we do that, I don't like getting in. Okay, it gives a little bit, it makes things a little bit more scarier. Okay, so let's just wait again. Okay, this is looking a little bit better now. It's a closure. It's still not the nicest closure, but it's looking good. 15 minutes going to come and break the previous. 30 minutes breaking the previous. Hourly's already broken the previous. 4 hours flipping, and daily's bullish. So you got a lot of confluences for me. It's at 6:35. That's a perfect time for a fucking buy. For me personally, we've already rejected. I don't think I need much of a pull down. Look, can you see all? There's no untested area. It's just going to go. So I'm actually just going to get in right on the trend line here. I'm going to take a buy with stop loss below this area here. For me personally, TP is going to be up here. Okay, let's just play this next candle. So makes the lower wick. Okay, breaks the high of the previous. Where's my TP1 going to be, everyone? I know there's resistance here, don't worry about it, but if it's a trend line break, but where would beautifully you'd want to take some positions off? Very, very simple. Yep, I think poorly here, that one there I think is reasonable. However, the take profit isn't. It's only 6 pips, but you can't see that on here. That's fine. Right. So 6 pips. Yep. If that was 10 to 12, for sure take it. But I think for me personally, I really want to hold this to this next one because that's reasonable. Because if you look towards the left and you get this, draw it down, that's going to be where you want to take positions off, right? Because it goes to the highs. But you're right, Paulie. If this area here was 10 to 12 pips, then for sure I'll take it. But it's only 6, so fuck that.
Max, would you suggest then at that point stops to break even?
Yeah.
When
it hits there, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Thanks.
So let's take a look over here. Okay, so right now we've came to that area, stop loss to break even. Okay, and then let's see how far we can go. Okay, beautiful. TP1 hit. So 12 pips with a 8 pip stop or so. Okay, so just go over here. I'm gonna close 70-80% again. We'll just do 70%. I'll do 75 because I still think. So now let's just look at the runners again. Do you think we're gonna continue bullish? Oh mate, this looks good again, right? Why does it look good again? Well, the hourly time frame's got to, if this was the 50-minute time frame, it's probably going to come up to the support, isn't it, there? Which is another, like, 14 pips. So that's a good idea to continue. And, the daily's pushing back up. They doesn't look that good, to be honest. The 4 hours got a nice wick to fill, though. So I still think that this could potentially continue. And look at our entry again. Very, very nice as usual. And yeah, we'll see how we can continue. Let's just play these. Okay, this one, I mean, it's right at those wicks again. How much more would you have gained? So you took some off here, and then you got 18, 19 pips. You may have wanted to take some more off there, because there's wick to the left there, and there's also support there. But I'm just going to hold it on. I'm out. Okay, beautiful. So it went to 18 pips. Very, very nice. Could not continue, but it did come to like a next one over here. You can see if I drew a line from there, you can see it tapped it. And you can see that's where the wicks were as well. So that's, if you wanted to be taking more profits, that's a perfect place to take them. Okay. And yeah, let's go on to the next session over here. So normally after I get one trade like that, I'm normally chilling. However, I'm also going to draw a bearish one because you might be able to take some sells in a sec. Okay, down there. Okay, let's just wait. Okay, closure below. Let's take a look. But before we, as I always say, before we enter, so by the way, guys, obviously you can't do this in real time. So this 5 minutes close below now, okay, you already need to know if you're going to get in this trade or not. Because of the fact that obviously it's quick, man. It opens it up. You're gonna get it in straight away, and you're gonna have to take a trade. If you're not on the ball, you're not gonna be able to take it. So what you need to do before this candle closes, this one here, goes right. We're close to this trend line. If we do break this, we may continue down. Is it going to be looking good on the higher time frames if we're there? So obviously now we can do this by pausing, but you have to do this all in your head. Okay, so can you see over here, we've rejected the highs right at this resistance again. That's good. The next candle then made a top wick. It's flipped, it's continued down, pretty good. That's actually a nice 50-minute sell, by the way, there. Very, very nice. 30-minute time frame, broke the low of the previous, nice rejection wicks to the top, looks good. Hourly time frame is bearish, rejected the highs. 4 hour is pretty shit, to be honest with you, and the daily is about to flip bearish. Okay, so it looks okay. And obviously we're going to do the same thing again. Before I do this though, let me just write this last one that we took, which was at 6:45, a little bit more. Where was it? It was like here, wasn't it? I think. Oh, there. Sorry. Yeah, 6:35. So we write on. This is not the September sheet. 1 second. 6:35. So this is on the 6th. 6:35. It was a buy. Okay. Tapped us in. Ran 15 pips. TP1. TP2. Minor. TP2 also hit 19 pips. Okay, beautiful. So yeah, next one over here. Let's continue. Make sure you like the stream, guys, if you're enjoying this. This is what we do every single week, man. We do 2 or 3 times a week with the group, so you'll get used to backtesting and all that. And also you get a free link to download this software if you join the mentorship, so the incentive there. Okay, so sell limit. Stop loss is going to be, let's take a look and see how big the stop would be if I got in like there. 9 pips, that's not bad at all, to be honest with you. So let's just go for this. TP is going to be down to the lows, and yeah, it's the same shit, man. Let's take the trade. Okay, it's tapped us in, and we're out. Okay, so for me personally here, how much would you have lost there? 1 second. 9 pips, and the zone to the low. Can you see? So I want to do every single one, but this one, would we have taken this one? Well, right, it's 5:10. Okay, it's 7 o'clock, so it's been held for 2 hours. That's good. The only issue with this right now is that this candle here, I think Manuel will agree, this candle here, yes, it closed below, but it also already hit TP1. Okay, so it's the same thing again, right? It's the same thing that we talked about before that you shouldn't do, right? And this is the same for before and after, right? If you're waiting for a closure, etc., and then prices already came, tapped the support, and then you're trying to get into it again, it's a bit of a sticky situation because that's already hit TP. Why hasn't it not continued further? There might be a reason here, because the reason why your TP was there is because it's the next support. If it taps it and retraces, it may be rejecting the support. So you never take trades where it's already done it. So in this case, the group would never take this trade because it's already tapped the support. But as I said again and again, I'm doing every single one to show you guys how you backtest, right? So now you go over here, you go, okay, I took this trade, beautiful work, okay, 710. And now you start getting a big thing. So when you go into the markets, when you're happy with doing this, you could backtest this for, I don't know, a couple of weeks. You know, you could do weeks. You know, you could do, if you sit on a computer for 4 hours, you could do a couple of months if you just keep on doing it very, very quickly. That's what I did. So it's a sell, tapped us in and slapped stop loss minus 9 pips. Okay. What was the reason? What was the reason wrong with it? Well, candle closure below already hit TP1, so rejected. Okay, so therefore you know now every single time It happens. Oh, fucking hell, love chat. Can you please fuck off? Now you know every single time it already hits TP1 and then it closes is probably a risky idea. Okay? So can you see now you're starting to gain like what you want to see in a trade now. It's not just a 5-minute closure now. It's a 5-minute closure that has a nice, you know, you're going to get in on the trend line. It's not an hourly open because you have to wait for the lower wick. It's not an area where the zone's too small. Can you see it's a lot more than just a 5-minute closure when you start back testing like this, okay? Very, very simple. Okay. So what time is it now? It's still it's 7:16. This is the trend line I think now for me personally for the buys. So I'm just gonna wait for this. The sells, there's nothing really here for me. It's too choppy here. It's too many wicks. There's no real trend, so I can get rid of this one now. So yeah, breaking down at 8 o'clock. Yeah, this is probably just gonna continue for a while. Let's just take a look and see. Yeah, this is too choppy, so like, you know, you can see here like, oh well, you got one here and like here and stuff, and yeah, but look at the price action, look at the way to do it, it's just ranging. So when it, you know, when it's bad price action, doesn't look nice, just leave it the fuck alone. You need to see some nice strong candles, right? Okay, still waiting. Yeah, I think this is probably just gonna continue down. Yeah, okay, this is 2 o'clock, so way too late, okay? Right, we're going to do one more day over here, squad. What time is it? 11:21. Yeah, okay, we're going to do one more day. Oh shit, I missed Tuesday. Okay. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Beautiful, right. So, let's do it again. Interesting, right? Is there one here? There's one here, which is quite steep, I'm not gonna lie. It's quite steep, so it'd be a little bit scary, but if you get a nice bullish closure, I don't see why not, right? The whole point of backtesting is to see, right? This one here is much nicer over there, but as you see, it's pretty far away. This one hasn't closed above yet, so let's just see the next candle. Okay, it's definitely closed above now. Very, very nice. Yeah, it's kind of already pushed, unfortunately. Okay, so the same thing again as before, right? I want to get into this trade because it's closed above. However, TP1, where would have TP1 been? Well, it would have been there, and we've pretty much already tapped it. So now it's going to be scary. So do not keep your buy stop on there. So I'm just going to buy limit on. So I'm just going to watch it a little bit more over here. Okay, interesting. Came all the way back down, so can you see here again, you avoid that because it's already hit TP1. Came back, hasn't actually closed below the trend line yet. Let's take a look at some more candles. And yeah, so this is like, for me now, this closed below and stuff, this is eradicated now, this isn't here, which is kind of what I suggested anyway, because the steepness of the line was a little bit what. Okay, looking like we're continuing. Very, very nice. For me here, there's nothing really. Oh my god. Tap the trend line again. Fucking hell, we're getting a lot of taps in this sim. Jesus Christ. Like where it just taps it, which is quite annoying. However, take a look at the hourly. Hourly's blasting off. The 4 hours blasting off. The daily's about to flip. Very, very bullish. The only issue is the stop loss is... Ah, it's 10 pips. Fuck. Okay. 10 pips. The only issue is, right, it's 550. So that's okay. It's just... Manuel, what do you think about this, brother?
I don't like the tap here on top of the trend line.
Yeah, me too. And also, even if you did, like, if the trend line was, so for example, I think if me and Manuel agree, if the trend line looks something like this, like that, okay, yeah, then I'd get in here. But yeah, because it's not, you're getting in like right at the high. But let's just see, right? I really just want to. I like just, you know, going through it. That's the whole part of it, right? So let's here. Let's just do it, right? I'm just gonna do it. Fuck it, because what's the point? It's just a back testing. So I'm gonna get into a buy because it's right on the trend line with stop loss below. But as me and Manuel said, we probably would miss this one because it's a little bit. Ugh.
Sketchy.
Yeah, it's right on the trend line. Your entry is at the trend line, so you're basically predicting this candle to have no bottom wick, really, because you don't want the drawdown. So you kind of expect a lot of drawdown, which is
Where
the
would
issue.
you put your stop, Matt?
My stop would be the previous here.
Is that where it would be? Yeah.
Yeah. Which is okay. It's actually 10 pips away, but it's a little bit scary. Okay. So it makes a lower wick. Where did it actually tap? Okay. So this is actually a bit more realistic for the entry. To be honest with you, look to the left. This is a resistance here. You can see we've pretty much tapped that. So that's decent now. Now it's actually not looking too bad. I'm not gonna lie. So look at the 15. Yeah, 15's got much of a bottom wick. It's coming towards the hourly open. Okay, so I really kind of want this candle to push before this hourly closes, so I can either take some profits or push stops to break even. Okay, so let's just see. There we go. Nice. So 8 pips. Okay, I'm just gonna go stop loss to break even, but I really want it to probably come to my reses over here. So stop loss to break even again. So can you see, even if the ones that are a little bit scary, as long as it's not like, as long as the zone is decent, as long as you're not in a crappy zone and price doesn't already hit your TP, you know, it works pretty good, right? So you can take a little gamble sometimes like this, because everything was with your favor, like it looked pretty good, everything was strong. So sometimes you might want to do it, right? Let's just see if we can continue at TP1, which for me is probably, yeah, I think so. For me here, right, this is the first opportunity to take some, which was right there. The only reason why I didn't take any from there is, I hit 10. Okay, that's fair, I hit 10. So I would have taken some here, right? Because of the fact that it's in this zone, and also another thing, which is just on any trading thing, right? If you're coming near the hourly open, you're going to make a big hourly bottom wick. We are 5 minutes away from the hourly open. So fuck, if I was up 10 pips here, I'd be taking it. Okay, so yeah, let's just take that off. So let's just watch it in real life again. So come down, pumps up, and yeah, so it taps it pretty much instantly. This one comes and re-pushes. So yeah, I'm just gonna like close it like like all the way up there. Yeah, we'll close like this. Okay, beautiful. Let's just close 80%. See if it continues, right? So I'll close 80%. Let's just say it's 10 pips. I can't be asked to time it because it'll take hours for me to time it 10 pips. But you know the score. Modify. Let's just move this a little bit higher just in case it starts to pump. Okay. We can't really see to the left hand side in the 5 minute if it's gonna, but anyway. Oh shit, I didn't put break even yet. Oh my god. There we go. Break even. Let's see if we can continue. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, this is a lot of volume, right? Okay, so now you've came up to the highs. You're up 18 pips, so you probably close some more. Let's just see how this goes. Yeah, okay, so like here you're up. Let's take a look to the left and see if there actually is anything here. There is. Okay, beautiful. Right, so can you see where I would have taken my next position? So we closed some here. Where's my next res after here? Someone draw it to the left. Someone just arrow it or draw it. Yep, why is it there? Well, because you have res there, but it's mainly these candles here. Yeah. Okay. Can you see?
A little bit higher than I put.
Yeah, so you can see you hit it to the T. That's where price went. So beautiful. So at that level, which would be up 22 pips, you're going to close some more. So you can see for the runners, man, they just run to the next where the 5 minute had trouble last time. Like, it's really not hard, like where the 5 minute support is and stuff. So we could close another 50% or whatever, and let's see if we can continue further. Go, please, go. Oh, yes. There we go. Full TP hit at 38 pips. Okay. And there we go. Beautiful. So you can see, I mean, that one was harder, but it's still there. It's still a 10 pip stop. It's still a closure above. It's still nice bullish candle. You can still manage risk if it comes all the way down. There's a lot of things to do there, so it's still amazing, right? So it's still good, right? So that was at 5:50 in the morning. So like 6 o'clock, 5:50. I think that might have been 6:50 for us, but anyway, 5:50. Okay. By very bullish candle closed on trend line. Stop was scary as trend line entry I took. Better entry was support to the left. So you can start to see like if there's support to the left, maybe use that because it saves your sweaty balls at the start if it pushes down. You know, all these little things you can help save up. Okay, TP1 hit, TP2 and TP3 plus 38 pips. So Omar said I would sell and he got clapped. Nice. That's why I hate trend lines. What's wrong with the trend line there? Bloody gorgeous. So yeah, it's 11:30 now. We did it for an hour and a half. I hope you guys enjoyed this. So overall we took some losing trades, but on purpose really. No, we took that one. No, we took that one for an L, but it was entered on the time frame. Let's take a look. We took the ones at 1 o'clock. Yeah, this one was a L, but for the most part we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we got like we got 6 winners, and 1, 2 losers. One of them was done on purpose for the because of the candle already hit TP1, so we wouldn't have done that one. And then this one here closed below, but it was also a little bit scary because the zone was too small, so we really theoretically wouldn't have taken them 2 L's as well. Okay, so pretty much even if you took them 2 L's, very very small as well, minus 1.5 pips, and all of your gains are fucking 15, 20, 35, 100 pips. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that, and yeah, this is what we do every single time. It's very very nice. So hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll see you later Zoom for NY session, and yeah man, peace out. See you later squad. See you later guys. Peace out.
Thanks, Max.
See you later guys. And there we go, YouTube man. So 5.7% for like not even a week. It was actually it's actually from Wednesday. It's from Wednesday to Tuesday. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Monday, Tuesday. Okay, and that's actually only at 7 AM. You could actually have one in NY. So 5 trading days and 5.77%. Okay, and that's when you're closing 80%. We could have held a lot of them. So yeah, if you guys did enjoy that, make sure to give it a like and a subscribe, all that good stuff. If you're new here as well, you might not have been here before. So look over here. Now you can save it, gold, December, sim, and now I can go back to it with the group. So we'll just continue this with the group, which is pretty good. Okay, so I just save it, and it saves everything, saves your percentage, saves all your trades taken, and there we go. So, yeah, please provide that information software link. Give me a message on Instagram and I'll send it to you. Yeah. And there we go, guys. Have I saved it? I think I have, haven't I? Yeah, beautiful. So, thank you so much for coming on, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, man. Peace out.